are allowed to think big and dream big, how to generate different systems. Systems that provide stability and are nested within the harmony of nature. I'm excited to explore with you the intriguing bandwidth of information our researchers and friends have surfaced. Let's dive into our next topic to find out how we can actively shape a future worth pursuing and living for.
Hey, do you dream often? Have you ever dreamed about the place where you live? And how was the emotion in the dream? Some people don't remember their dreams at all, but some do. For me, I always dream of getting late to work or something when I'm stressed out. Dreaming is a personal experiencing alone. But what if we collect people's dreams about a specific place? Can it be a media for articulating your innermost feelings and thoughts? Or even connecting people that you don't know? I'm the host of this episode, Bo. In this episode, I invited a local artist from Hong Kong to share with us how a community art project could unfold people's memories, emotions, and creativity, as well as what sort of social change created through collecting people's dreams. Her name is Sharon Wai-Kwan-ng. Sharon is actually a good friend of mine. Both of us are interested about how art and cultural interventions can bring some changes for the society. Especially in these recent years, Hong Kong society has been experiencing big social, demographic, political, and cultural changes because of the political movement and the pandemic since 2019. People are still noticing collective trauma. Sharon created a project called Dream Wanchai, which starts from collecting people's dreams about Wanchai. As a Hong Konger, I think Wanchai is an interesting district. Some areas are very hustling, and some of them are still quiet and cute. You can find many tall buildings for commercial and residential use, historical sites, churches and temples, markets, government head office, police headquarters, schools and parks, and even horse race cars. Indeed, I was also part of this project. So having Sharon today is such a good opportunity for us to throw back what we did together. Hey Sharon, welcome to the GCM podcast. Could you please tell us why this project exists and what were you thinking about when you designed this project?
It started from a very ordinary thought during the pandemic. First, why dream? I wonder how the physical reality shapes our dreams. What if we all fall asleep alone with the sound of train, the ding ding? Do we all dream of our bedroom? As Hong Kong is a vertical city with tall buildings, our bedrooms is built on the same single point on the map. I used it to remember some very sad and anxious dreams, even woke up with tears, especially during 2019 and the pandemic. That recalls characteristic of dreams. It is the most important part, the emotions. That's how we woke up and still having a aftertaste of the dream or sometime aftermath of the dream. So I start my research with the questions: how is our city in our dreams? Is it possible that we all dreams of some of the landmark or the same high school, historical site? And can I connect all these in a one try scale? And I'm so lucky that I got the answer during these 2 to 3 years. It is possible to collect the dreams according to the geographic location. It does relate it to emotion and local history, especially collective memories. That's how super intimate material goes so public. And second, why Wanchai? It is not a poetic reason. I got the invitations just because the art project was initially funded by the Hong Kong government, of course, along with the censorship issues and the politics reasons. Dreams as a material is also safe to talk about some sensitive fact and memories.
I think Jim Wanchai can bring people together in a unique and poetic way, which could somehow enhance the sense of belonging and social cohesion. While I say so, I remember when we walked into the parks with handmade illuminating pillows in our hands in the late evening and asked people if they have ever dreamed of Wanchai. Even though most of them actually said no, they never dreamed of Wanchai, but I still remember some of them were very interested in knowing more about what are we doing, why we asked this kind of question. I felt some sort of bonding built in between when we talk to random people at the park. I'd have to mention that people in Hong Kong in general might not feel so comfortable speaking to random people on the street. Maybe the pillows we carried along softened the distance between us. For you, what do you think about the experience we shared?
I think it's quite typical in Hong Kong. When you met somebody, some stranger, and they are holding something weird, you're gonna say, no, I don't need that because you thought they are sales or some interesting people to come to grab something from you. But it was fun that we have the pillow that is with the light on. This is how the experience, the engagement goes stage by stage. And because we start on the street, so it is quite hard, but you need because we get through the algorithm and then we check out people that we can't met on Instagram or Facebook. And with all these conversation, we got the dream that really happened in Wanchai. And also, of course, with the consent. So some of them eager to share and they engaged it and they join the workshop that carry out later on, and that is how we visualize the dreams in the way of drawing, writing, collage, and also at the end of the workshop, all of us share our ideas, and the dreamers share their dream with their artwork in a little theater. And the most important way is it's different from the street because we are in a safe space and we share the emotion that without knowing each other name, occupation, just purely the dreams and emotion that related in our daily life, in our reality. And after the workshop, some dreamers are greeted, and then we can take their dreams into the real location and project the artwork on the wall so we can overlap the artwork with the actual buildings, the actual surveys. And that's how we carry on the lucid dream walk and further engagement to the general public. So even they don't dream of one try, they can have a taste on the other people's dream.
So, as you mentioned before, those dreamers have a safe space to share and express, and I think it's also a good way for them to discover what they hesitated to look into or the things that they forgot about in their real lives. So, do you think dreamers find it easier to express themselves or maybe the experiences about the mind and body connections?
When I ask about the body experience or the emotion, it is quite hard. But after stage by stage, it's somehow possible for some of the dreamers.
Since it's all about dream interpretations, emotions, and indirect social interaction, I think these personal and collective changes are so difficult to be recorded. How do you archive all these changes?
It is hard to record the relationship, which is impossible to quantify, and also the feelings. And so I make it into quite widget things. For example, because I like print, so first of all, I make it into a map that is the city, how is it in the dreams, and then I make it into website, so or the voice note or the tour documentations, the artwork, the timeline, put it into the website. And also recently I make it into the installation with my friend's help. It is a time machine that built in the idea of doing Wanchai, with the help of the program designer and also a installation structure designer. I can visualize all the dreams into a physical space with lighting, with different kind of texture, and all of our participants are glad to come to that space to experience the time machine together.
That sounds so cool. I would love to visit the installation when I come back to Hong Kong next week. In the meantime, you can also find the link of the website in the description section. Thanks so much, Sharon, for joining us today, and I wish all of you sleep well and have a sweet dream tonight. Thank you. Goodbye.